Hello and welcome to episode number 262 of the Launch Lounge podcast. In today's episode, I share exactly how I transformed from undercharging and hustling ads agency to highly sought after consulting, working only with people I love, doing work I like, while also improving the work we deliver for our clients. Whether you're a course creator, a coach, or a service provider, you're going to learn the exact steps to level up your business while giving yourself more freedom. So stay tuned. Well, hello there. Welcome to today's episode. It is a delight, as always, for me to be in your ears. Thank you very much for listening. Hi, quick question. This episode is being released on a Thursday. We release episodes every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. in Brisbane, which I time so that I know my Australian friends will get the episode in the evening on a Tuesday or a Thursday, and our American friends, when they wake up, or our British friends or South African or wherever you are in the world, will get the episode on Tuesday morning or Thursday morning. Now, here's a question for you and an interesting tidbit I will share with you. Tidbit, that's a funny word. We get way more downloads on the Thursday episodes than on the Tuesday episodes. And I'm not sure if it is because you guys are not yet listening to podcasts on a Tuesday because you're still in like Monday, Tuesday, I gotta hustle mode. Or because Thursday episodes, like you're just listening to podcasts more on a Thursday. I don't know. I would love to know. Do me a favor. If you have a preference for either listening to a Tuesday or a Thursday, and you can help me understand why Thursday episodes get almost double the downloads a Tuesday episode get. And I've played with content, I've played with names, I've played with everything. I'm curious to know, why are you guys listening to the Thursday episodes twice as much as the Tuesday ones? Because in my view, the only thing that's different is the day that it drops. But if you're going to tell me, Salome, if you drop 2 episodes on Thursday, I listen to them both. Or if you tell me, give me one on a Thursday and give me one on a Saturday, I will change that as well. I'm just curious. I have no idea. So send me an email, podcast@thelaunchlounge.com, and tell me, do you ever listen to the Tuesday episode? Or do you skip it? And what is it about Thursdays that makes it the favorite? Thank you. I appreciate that because I want to give you content that you love. And this pattern's been going on for a while, and I have literally played with content. I've played with names. I've tested different things. We also send out an email on a Thursday to my email list to tell them that the Thursday episode is there. But the number of people who go to the episode from an email is not significant enough for me to go, yeah, that's the thing. Or maybe you want an email reminder on a Tuesday as well. Heck, I will be doing that if that's what you want. But let me know, please. Podcast@thelaunchlounge.com. I would love to know if there's anything that we're doing at the moment that makes you love the Thursday episodes more than the Tuesday episodes. Or if you want us to keep it that way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are here to talk about my agency, ads agency, marketing agency. Us doing things for 6-figure course creators who want to scale. For those of you who are new here, I'll give you the brief history. I spoke about it a little bit in Tuesday's episode as well, but basically I started a business, my business. The business was called Plume Coaching, that I started on the 1st of July 2014. My youngest daughter, Elle, was about 8 months old then, and I was on maternity leave, and I figured now's the right time to step out of working for a boss. The first 3 years were really hard. What I did learn was a lot of ways not to start a business. What I also learned was a lot of skills, a lot of basic marketing skills, a lot of basic sales skills. I already knew how to sell stuff. I just didn't know how to sell my own services. So I had to learn that. I learned social media, I learned marketing, I learned copywriting. I learned so much in that first 3 years. It was really like getting a degree. And I did some stuff that was profitable. And I also did a lot of stuff that was not profitable. But by the end of 2017, by the beginning of 2017, I was $40,000 in debt from the 3 years of trying to get this business off the ground, or 2.5 years. And I made an arrangement with my husband. I said to him, I will go back to my day job as long as I can keep $1,000 a month from my salary and put that into the business so that I can continue to learn and continue to run the business as a side hustle, literally moonlighting. And by moonlighting, I literally mean I worked from 8 p.m. until midnight. And he said yes. And so I paid off the debt and I took $1,000 and I worked my hiney off in 2017 with 2 young kids, as a lot of you are right now. I know a lot of you are doing that. And so if that's you, my heart is with you. It's hard. It is hard. But eventually, at the end of 2017, I was able to quit my job because by that point, I had niched down as a Facebook and Instagram ad specialist. I don't even think we were running ads on Instagram back then. Maybe we just started, but it was mostly Facebook back then as a Facebook ad specialist for online course creators. And one of the things that I, as soon as I quit my job, and officially had an agency, which was really just me at the beginning, I hired an agency coach to teach me how to build an agency. Ooh, sounds so mature, right? Sounds so adult. We do this stuff, don't we? We think someone else is going to come teach us everything and rescue us. And actually, we should just trust our gut and do what feels good. Anyway, this agency guy told me, you're in the wrong business. He said, you need to be running ads for e-commerce companies. There's no money in online courses. And look, he was not wrong. He was wrong about something. He was wrong about no money in ads, in online courses, in ads for online courses. That is incorrect. You know the saying, the riches is in the niches? Yeah, the riches is in the niches, mate. Everybody else I know who is an ad specialist eventually ends up working with e-commerce companies. Do you know why? Not because there's more money in it. There certainly is a lot of money in it. But also the reason is because it's easier. It's easier to take on a client who sells a widget and has already learned how to make tons of money selling their widget, and then you just run a bunch more traffic to their website and create offers and sell more widgets. Online courses is not the same. Online courses do not have the turnover that e-commerce companies have. And online courses tend to be you and me. We're just us who had a knowledge of something and decided to package it into a course and sell it. And some of us are lucky enough to then figure out how to make 6 figures with it. And then some of us are lucky enough to figure out how to make 7 figures with it. But most of us are trying to figure out how to just get to like 10K a month, right? And so when that guy was giving me the advice saying you should work with e-commerce companies, he really was coming at it from the angle of how can I help this person create the best agency, or create the agency that has been copied and pasted a million times, which means it'll be easier. And I can just use his systems and processes, and I will just sign up clients on demand. That didn't work for me, though. It didn't work for me because if my heart's not in something, I'm not going to stay there. I'm not going to do it very long. My heart needs to be in something. And I genuinely, and I say this after years of having done this, I genuinely just want to work with online course creators. And under that umbrella, I include people who do coaching. And whether you come to the course via coaching first and then via courses, or you come to the course via coaching, or you're an author, or you're a speaker, or you're some kind of an expert, like I just want to help you sell your knowledge. And 9 out of 10 times, if it's an online course that you're selling with either an evergreen or a live launch funnel, I'm your girl. Like I love it. I genuinely cannot get enough of it. And I am not just saying this because it's my business. Like genuinely, I have had the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the hard times, the good times, and I just keep coming back to the joy of selling life-changing programs better, getting better at selling life-changing programs and watching people deliver webinars when they talk about their expertise. I have one client who has this beautiful American Southern accent, and she talks about needlepoint. And I could just listen to her talking about needlepoint all day. I feel a little bit like I'm in a movie when I'm listening to her. Some Reese Witherspoon's going to jump out of the from the side of the wings any minute. but yeah, I just love it so much. And one thing that I will share with you that I believe is one of my superpowers and is one of the things that I am most grateful for that I have stuck to is this niche, this specialization, this being the ads people, being the marketing people for online course creators. And, for those of you who have been with me for a long time, I've gone from being the ads person to hopefully, I hope you're seeing the transition to being more of the marketing and ads person because I love the marketing side of it, and I love consulting on the marketing side of it, and I love watching people make more money when I tell them how to better market their courses. And of course, ads is always better when it's just driving traffic to good marketing. And one of the things that makes me so happy is in the past, when I have been trying to use SEO to grow my business, it's never really worked very well for us. And the reason is there simply has not been enough people online searching for ads people or marketing people who promote, who's going to help them grow their online courses business. They're in the big scheme of what people are searching for, there's not enough people searching for that. So SEO's never been very kind to me, but suddenly now with the onset of AI, SEO is so good. So good. And the reason is because the AI is better at seeing my niche than Google ever was. The AI platforms, ChatGPT can find me like a needle in a haystack and recommend me to someone. We actually, the other day, had someone apply to work with us. And in the last question, I said, where did you hear about us? The answer was ChatGPT. And I'm doing a lot of work on learning about how to optimize this SEO, but not for Google SEO, for Google too, but for language learning models for AI, right? And I will share as I learn, but it's still kind of new to me as well. So one of the things that I have done that have worked really well is to niche down and to specialize. So how do you use that? You use that by making sure your business niche is wide enough that people can find you online, but your online course that you sell is specific enough that it solves a very specific pain point, right? A lot of people I see, they make the mistake of niching wide and then trying to sell a widely niched course, which nobody has the pain point for. You have to solve a pain point with your course, a very specific pain point, if you're going to sell a course. If it's not that, then it has to be coaching, right? Coaching can sell big, broad, existential problems. Courses has to solve a pain point, alrighty? The second thing is leveraging content marketing using this podcast. This podcast is one of the best promoters for the work that we do in the agency, that agency consulting work that we do. Every client we sign up in the agency listens to the podcast first. And those that do understand our systems, they understand our processes, they know, they come to me and they already say, Salome, I know ads is not what makes me money. I know it's the marketing. I know the ads is just traffic. The marketing is going to make me money. And I'm coming to you because I know that you understand how to market online courses, which is awesome because the e-commerce people do not know that, right? So how can you use this? Or do you have a podcast? Do you have a blog? Are you sending out at least 2 emails a week with quality content to your email list? If not, start this week, right? Start this week. You need large form content to build warm audiences and to build relationships with people so that by the time you do that call to action to invite people to apply to work with you or to invite people to join your webinar or your video series or your challenge, they are already familiar with your ideas and your thoughts and what you stand for and what you're against. All right, next one is build strong industry relationships and get testimonials, get good testimonials. Now, I know that I am incredibly lucky to have been able to build such a strong relationship with Amy Porterfield. People have asked me how I did it. I can't tell you. People have asked me, can I teach them how to do it? No, I can't. I worked my relationships close to her. I was helpful to people around her. I was helpful to her students. I was helpful to her, and she saw it. And by the time we met in person, she'd already seen posts that I'd put up in her groups. She already knew who I was. And she, luckily, at the time, was able to say, hey, hang on, I can help you. And I am eternally grateful for that, right? And what I want you to learn from this is fish where the fish are, right? When I get applications for the agency or when I get people join my programs, most of them heard of me through Amy. Most of them heard of me through Amy and then came and listened to the podcast. And if I had to say, where do the majority of online course creators in the world hang out? I'm willing to bet that it's either Amy Porterfield or Jeff Walker. I think, Stu McLaren does memberships, but it's also very similar. It's the same sort of audience. James Wedmore does a lot of that. And then there's the other gang, the Frank Kern gang and the Tony Robbins gang and the Russell Brunson gang and those. And they're a great gang too, but they also teach more than just online courses. So when I had to narrow it down to online courses, it was 100% Amy or Jeff Walker. If I'm missing someone, please let me know. But in my opinion, Amy and Jeff are the OGs of online courses. So who's your OG? Who's the OG in your industry where if you fish there, and you know what I mean by fish, right? You build relationships, solid relationships, and you add value. That's where the fish are, okay? Fish where the fish are. I've got some breaking news for you. We've just finished recording the brand new 2025 edition of our free 5-day Facebook and Instagram ads training. If you've been feeling like social media is sucking the life out of you, or you're tired of spinning your wheels trying to build your list with little to show for it, this is for you. In this completely free 5-day video training, you'll discover exactly how much to spend on ads to make them work specifically for your business. I'll walk you through step by step how to set up ads that actually get results. Navigate the ads manager with confidence, even if Zucks keeps changing everything, and boost your email list signups instead of just boosting posts. The best part? You'll get lifetime access to all the updated strategies that are working right now in 2025. And you can revisit the training anytime you need a refresher. Ready to stop guessing and start growing your list with confidence? Join over 10,000 others who've taken this course now. Head over to thelaunchlounge.com/get my ad up or click the link in the show notes. Your future students are scrolling right now. Let's make sure they find you. The next thing I've done that's made a big difference is focusing on real client results and understanding their business. And what I mean by that is not just what they come to you for, but what they stay with you for. This has been the biggest distinction. And the thing that I love most is we know that when a course creator comes to us for ads, they want more than just ads. They often think ads might be the solution to their problem, but when they start working with us, we can show them that ads is not the solution to their problem. Marketing is the solution to their problem. But if we just leave it there and we just say, oh, well, we can run your ads, but we can't really solve your problem, that's not going to help anybody. And so we know that when we say, well, you come to us for ads, and we're going to show you where the marketing problems are in your business, but we're also going to help you fix it, right? So that puts us immediately in a whole different category. We are no longer an ads agency because you can kick an ads agency out from under any rock. And you can hire a technician to run your ads. They don't even have to know much about marketing. They just have to be able to work the tech. A lot of people do that. Scary. Anyway, so we know that they want strategy, and so we give it to them. We know they want help with their data, and so we give it to them. We know that what people come to us for and why they stay with us are two different things, all right? So what is it in your niche, in your course or your coaching that people come to you for, but what is it that makes them stay? Think about that. How can you attract them with what they want and then give them what they need in a way where they feel so taken care of, so loved, so appreciative that you have solved their real problem for them, that they become lifers, lifelong clients. The last thing that I want to share with you that we've done in the agency that I have absolutely loved is the agency team. I actually grew this team really slowly, right? And now you know some of my story. Like at one point we were 11 people and that just grew, but that was literally, we went from 3 to 11 in a year. It was crazy. It was nuts. The three of us that started the business. Well, okay, so in 27, so at the beginning of 2018, I went all in. I quit my job and I went all in. It was just me. By the middle of 2018, I hired Caroline, and she's still with me. By the end of 2018, I hired Hannah, and she's still with me. Caroline and Hannah are my left hand and my right hand. In the agency, in the consulting side of the business, and I could not do it without them. They've become much more than just employees, right? And the value lies, I believe, in the fact that we grew slowly, the three of us, and I first taught them what I did and what I knew to do, and then I left them to improve it. And they have added their skills and made better and better and better what I started with them. And today, I can't do what they do at the level at which they do it, right? They have grown to be experts at experts at experts of the thing that we do, right? They are micro experts within my business. And I'm kind of like the macro expert. I'm the big picture person. I see the big picture and I can steer them in the right direction. But they are so good at doing data and analytics, at doing funnel strategies, at helping clients identify what's going to be the thing that's going to help them get more sales when the launch isn't going the way they want, at scaling ads. All of those highly specific skills they can do better than I can now. I can't teach them what I know anymore. They teach me. But I keep an eye on the big picture and I keep the ship moving in the right direction. So I can jump in and do what they do. Am I going to do it as well as them? Absolutely not. All right. So we are in kind of in this reiteration phase, in this renaming phase for the services that we offer in the agency right now, because it's not an agency anymore. It's a partnership, really. It's a consulting partnership that we have with our clients. And AI has allowed us to help clients make changes to their launch content, their messaging, their funnels at lightning speed, which means they get better results, which means they make more money, which means we're happy because we have happy clients. And as we continue to get better at elevating the work that we do with the clients and elevating their marketing, I can see that the support that we offer with ads can become secondary to the marketing support. I can see a future where we do this with some clients and we run their ads as part of the relationship, the partnership. But I can also see a world where we do this with course creators without running their ads, just consulting for them and just helping them grow, and they can outsource the ads to someone else. That's down the track, though, and I'll share more about that as I develop this program that I have in my heart and in my mind. Now, I just really hope that today's episode has possibly sparked some ideas for you where you might evolve your business model. Remember, growing any business, whether it's a service-based business, a coaching business, a courses business, a membership business, it's always about getting better and better at understanding the real needs of your ideal customer, and then continuing to evolve what you offer to align more with those needs and to continue to bring you joy and bring you fulfillment. And it's like that question that I talked about on Tuesday. The question that we talked about on Tuesday is, what can I do? What am I doing 5 years from now if it's bringing me even more joy and I feel even more energized by my business? So look, none of this happened overnight. It's been a long journey. It took intentional niching, consistent content creation, strategic relationships, and a deep understanding of what clients really need, which sometimes hurts when you have to find out what they really need and you have to see that maybe you haven't delivered on that. Even when they don't even realize fully what they need, you have to deliver on that. I hope this episode leaves you feeling inspired to make even small changes in your business. I think you can start by asking yourself, what are clients, students, members coming to me for initially? And then what makes them stay? And which of those things light me up? And then understanding the difference could be the key to your next evolution. And I hope that it helps you build your freedom empire the way you love to work with people you love to work with. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Before you go, if today's episode helped you, imagine how many more lives could be transformed if other creators, coaches, and experts found these strategies too. Your shares and reviews help more course creators discover how to get their knowledge out into the world. Please take a moment to rate the show and leave a quick review. When you do, we get to reach more people and we make a bigger impact together. Because when more people who help people succeed, the world becomes a better place. Thank you.